Sometimes it's nice to be alone. Even though you might have lots of friends to play with, you just want to be by yourself. We found that out today when we all decided to go for a walk.
Are we ready to do walking now?
If everybody's here. Mouse?
Here.
Thunder?
That's me.
Hazel?
Ready.
Amber?
Ready.
Coral?
Here.
Pearl?
Here.
Jade?
Here.
Amber?
Ready.
Coral? Hang on a hop. I've already counted you two.
It's very nice. We counted twice. Don't stop now. And leave us out.
Okay. Amber, Coral, Pearl, and Jade. There. Everybody's here. So let's get hopping.
Edweena's not here. She loves to go for walks. We should ask her, too.
Of course we should. Come on, everybody, to Edweena's.
Okay.
Edweena! Edweena! Where are you?
Edweena's not here.
How can we ask her to go on a walk if she's not here to be asked?
Maybe we can find out where she's gone. What we need is a clue.
That's it. We need a clue. What's a clue?
A clue is anything that helps you find out something you don't know.
What would Edweena leave behind?
That's easy. Because we leave them behind, too.
What?
Footprints.
Footprints? If we can find Edweena's footprints, we can follow them and find Edweena. Look for big footprints.
Okay.
Oh, I think I found one.
Well done, Mouse. This is definitely Edweena's footprint.
I found another footprint. She must have gone this way.
Come on, footprint followers. Follow those footprints. I found another one.
I found one, too. Huh?
Oh.
Look, there's Edweena. We did finding.
Edweena!
Yay!
Hi, Edweena. Why are you here?
We're going for a walk.
We want you to come with us.
Not today, thank you.
Why not?
This is my alone time.
But you don't have to be alone because we're all here now.
I want to be alone.
Oh, don't you feel well?
I'm fine. I like being by myself sometimes.
Wow. Alone? All by yourself? With nobody else? What do?
I play, think, make up funny stories.
I like being alone sometimes, too, because that's when I make up my best songs. Want to hear one? That's a splendid idea. I love all the trees that I can see, and I know the lovely trees love me. Some are high and some are low, and some stay green when the snowflakes blow. Thank you very much. Wow, pretty. You must really like trees. You made up that song? All by yourself? Alone? Yes.
I'm alone when I do flower smelling.
Can I be alone with Rabbit?
No, alone is just one.
That doesn't sound fun.
Mouse is right. One can't be fun. You need four for fun. Well, one might be fun sometimes. Huh? We could try it just to see.
How do you do being alone, Edweena?
I come here. I like here. Soft grass, dandelions. This is my private place.
Oh, Thump! We've ruined your private place. We all know where it is now.
I know.
Uh-oh. How can we make Edweena's private place be private again? We have to do something.
Time for a hop think.
Yeah! We stay, Edweena goes. To find another private place. And we won't know where it is.
But I like this private place.
Why don't we just forget Edweena's place?
Maybe we don't need to forget. All we have to do is not bother Edweena when she's in her private place.
Thumpika! From now on, when Edweena's in her private place, we won't go there. That way, we're doing something nice for Edweena.
Oh, I can do nice. That's easy. And I'll stay away from your private place too, Rabbit.
I don't have a private place, but maybe I should. It would be a great place to think up new inventions.
I want one too. What? Just for a change. We'll still be together most of the time.
We should all get private places.
What makes a good private place?
You know what? A good private place can be anywhere, as long as you like being there by yourself.
Hop-tastic! Let's all find a private place and meet back at the pond later.
Bye, Edweena.
Bye, Edweena!
Bye-bye!
I found a private place to be. Thumpa, thumpa, thumpa. A private place that's just for me. Thumpa, thumpa, thumpa. Hey, Hazel, you're not being nice by going to my private place.
I didn't go to yours. I went to mine, up there.
Thorny horns. This isn't good. What'll we do?
Let's find a private place a little farther from each other.
Okay.
How do we start? We each find a private place. By ourselves?
Alone?
Without any help? Exactly. I'm going this way. Stop! We can't all go the same way. Why not? More fun.
We can be alone together.
No. Now everybody back to back. Now walk.
Ah, perfect! This'll be a great private place for some hop-tastic inventing. Except it's a teeny bit too sunny, and there's not enough breeze. And hey, there's nowhere to lie down to do some thinking. Maybe this isn't the perfect place after all. Hang on a hop. I'm a great inventor. This place just needs my great inventions, like my special rabbit sunstopper.
Soggy salamanders, what good is having a private place if there's nothing to do? Hi, I'm Mouse, and you can be Mole. Glad to meet you, Mole.
Very pleased to meet you, Mouse.
This is my private place.
Nice. Very, very nice.
Hello, I'm Worm. Let's have a party.
Oh, goody. I like parties.
But we'll need more guests. More guests? Gee whiskers.
Quiet. Shh. You're spoiling my private place. Sorry. We can't help it.
We don't want to be alone.
Maybe we can all find private places that are near each other, but still private.
Sweet idea.
Let's see. I've invented the rabbit sunstopper, the breezer, and the lie-arounder. What else does my private place need? I know! More trees! So, I'll need a tree maker and a pond puddle in case I want to take a bath.
I love watching clouds.
Excellent.
Tickle, tickle.
At the tippy top of a lovely tree is the best private place for me, me, me.
Edweena, you were right. A private place is great, especially for inventing.
Yeah, and playing make-believe all by yourself. I had lots of fun playing bird and worm and mole.
Guess what? We weren't lonely either.
We found the perfect places. Near but still private.
Private but still near.
I'm going back to my private place tomorrow to do more flower smelling.
And the best thing is, your private place is really yours to do just what you want to do.
Good. You're happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy.
So I did find a private place, the best place ever. I love spending most of my time with my friends, but having a private place is fun too. And I think everyone else likes their places, but I don't know for sure, 'cause they're private. Oh, hi. Have you ever had a good idea that was missing something important to make it work? I did. I wanted to wake up every morning and see a great big sunflower. So I went to the sunflower patch and found a seed, just like this one. And I put it in a little hole right next to where I sleep. And then I waited. And waited. And waited. And waited. Quivering whiskers! Oh, wait till I tell Rabbit. Rabbit, I have a surprise. You have to come and see it right now.
Hoptastic! I like surprises.
Me too.
Thunder?
Can I come too?
What? You're playing Whisper Boomy. Sure you can come. Let's go. Ta-da!
You moved Mossy?
Uh-uh.
Oh.
Cleaned up the old twigs?
No, I have a sunflower.
I thought sunflowers were tall, with big yellow flowers.
They are, after they grow.
Are you sure it's a sunflower?
Yes, maybe. I think so. I don't know. I found the seed in the sunflower patch, but how will I know for sure it was a sunflower seed? Rabbit, how can I tell if this is a sunflower?
Easy. Let's do asking. Excuse me, are you a sunflower?
Thunder, flowers don't talk. They just grow.
Oh.
How could it be the wrong seed? I found it in the sunflower patch near that hill.
Sunflower patch? Thumpika! We'll hop over there and see if those sunflowers look the same as yours.
These sunflowers don't look like mouses.
They're from last year. Most flowers grow in the spring and summer when it's warm and dry up in the winter when it's cold.
Oh, and then new ones do growing when it's warm again, right?
Right, like it is now. Down here. This is where I found the seed. These look just like mine, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Mouse, you've got a sunflower.
Gee whiskers.
Good for you, Mouse!
Every day my sunflower grew taller and straighter, and every day Rabbit and Thunder would pop by for a look. Until one day... Oh, my sunflower is droopy. Something's wrong. What do I do?
I don't know, Mouse. When we passed by the sunflower patch, they were all growing straight.
And they were all perky, not droopy.
Let's hop think. The question is, how do we make Mouse's sunflower perky?
Maybe it's not strong enough to stand up straight yet.
What if I invented a perky upper for it to lean on? Ta-da! Oh, Thump, that's a very bad droop.
I do funny faces when I'm droopy to make myself laugh. Maybe the flower will laugh and perk up when he sees this.
Thunder, flowers don't laugh. They're just flowers.
But your faces made us perky.
Whew, they just made me hot.
Hot? Maybe my sunflower's too hot. Let's cool it off. Oh, it's not working. Maybe it's not too hot. Maybe it's too cold.
But the sun is shining.
but it's not shining right on the sunflower. Thumpika! That's it! Sunflowers need sun to grow. And this tree blocks the sun and makes shade right where the sunflower's growing.
Then let's do tree moving. Maybe we should do sunflower moving instead.
Move my sunflower? No, I put it here because I want to see it when I wake up in the morning.
But you want it to grow big and strong, don't you, Mouse?
I guess so.
Well, sunflowers need to grow out in the open where they can get lots of sun.
I guess my sunflower has to move.
Don't worry, Mouse. We'll be really, really careful.
Huh? Quiver my whiskers. I know just the right sunny place for my sunflower. And I'll still be able to see it when I wake up.
Are you sure you want to put it way up here? All the other sunflowers are growing really well down there.
No, it's perfect up here. Lots of sun. And I can see it from where I wake up. My sunflower will be perky again in no time. We were right. My sunflower did perk up in the sun. I visited every day as it grew taller and taller until... Rabbit! Rabbit? Rabbit, my sunflower. It's Droopy again.
Droopy? Oh, no!
I don't understand. None of the other sunflowers are droopy.
Mouse has a sunflower that's droopy and limp. Where is it?
On the hill above the sunflower patch.
Well, that explains it. Absolutely. No question. It's not getting enough water.
It gets as much rain as the others do.
Not the same. Believe us. We know about water. We'll show you. Let's pretend that Mouse is a sunflower on top of the hill. And let's pretend that Rabbit's toes are the sunflowers and the sunflower patch. Don't move because it's about to rain.
Oh, soggy salamanders!
Leaping lettuce!
Look where the water's going. Down the rock. Down the hill. Mouse will soon be dry.
Jade's right. I'm almost dry.
But Rabbit's toes are still very wet.
I'll be thumped! That's what's happening to Mouse's sunflower. When it rains, all the water runs downhill to the sunflower patch. Mouse, your sunflower's not getting enough water.
How am I going to get water all the way up the hill?
Don't give up now, Mouse. We'll work it out. Let's have a hop think.
Okay.
Question is, how can we get enough water up the hill for Mouse's sunflower?
Rabbit could invent a rainmaker.
I need a cloud for that.
Oh, I could jump into the pond and the water would splash all the way up the hill.
Too far.
Oh, what if we make it so cold the pond turns to ice, and then we break off pieces and carry them up the hill to melt in the sun?
Or we could all just carry water in our hands. Oh.
We could try sucking up water like the Gibble Goose girls did and carry it up the hill in our mouths.
Thumpika, let's do it! Up the hill! Up the hill! Good first try.
Did you see a couple of acorns? Why are all your cheeks so puffy? You dug a hole? Kissed somebody? Had a run? What about that flower? Why won't you answer me?
My sunflower needs water.
Back to the pond. We'll try again.
Wait! You've got the right idea, but the wrong noses.
We aren't using our noses.
Edweena!
Let's go find her!
Edweena would have to do this every day to make sure my sunflower didn't get droopy again.
I don't think she'd mind.
It's a lot to ask of a friend. I think we need to move my sunflower one more time. I didn't know that my sunflower was droopy because it needed sun, water, and the right place to grow strong and healthy. But my friends kept hop thinking until we figured it out. And now my sunflower is tall and straight and beautiful. And since I couldn't keep the sunflower close to where I sleep, I decided to sleep close to my sunflower.